This week, I've been trying to build a community with a common purpose, with a common goal. And it's kind of interesting because my Facebook account is completely locked out. And it's made me realize a couple of things. First, let me tell you about the community. I had this idea a couple of weeks ago where I wanted to have a community which we come together and we target just one thing. We target this one action, one daily thing that will help us to move forward. It could be a project and you've got specific tasks, you've got certain actions that you need to do every day to achieve the goal of that project or to get it completed, or it could just be a daily action like drinking a glass of water every day, or in my case, recording a video and publishing online. I chose 100 days because 100 days has always worked for me as a time period. And if you go to the community, you'll see that my story there says that when I wanted to move to Thailand, change my life, make drastic changes, I set myself a goal of 100 days. And on the 90th day, I was boarding the flight to Thailand on a one-way ticket. So I thought, let's put a community together where we have a goal, right? It doesn't have to be the same goal. Everybody could be doing videos or everybody could be doing whatever they wanted to, but at least it's a time frame thing. It's a practice to build consistency. And the goal at that time was to advertise, which I usually do. I usually use Facebook ads and Instagram ads to promote my offers. It's what I do for my clients in my agency and all of this stuff. But I personally have been locked out of Facebook, and it's kind of a thing, and I'm trying to get them to sort it out. But when it happened, it was kind of like, okay, how am I going to grow my business? How am I going to find this avenue to bring people into my community and to sell sort of the products that I'm creating? I'm at a point where, yes, I'm doing agency work, but leads and my ability to help people is limited because it's one-on-one most of the time. And so I thought, okay, well, what if I build a community and I, was able to help more than one person at a time? So that was the vision behind it. Facebook locked me out of my account, and so I can't run any Facebook ads myself personally. The first realization was you can't just depend on one platform. You can't just depend on one single source of revenue. You can't depend on one single friend, maybe. You can't rely on just one point of access for your business, right? If you're generating leads through ads, what happens if your ad account gets shut down? Or for whatever reason, you can't advertise the product anymore. Rules change, life happens, whatever the case may be. And so it's like, in my business specifically, it's like, okay, well, how do I diversify? How do I create other avenues? And so obviously YouTube is a really good option. Posting on Instagram is still possible. I can still do that, which these videos are going up on as well. TikTok is also an option. There's email, there's a whole bunch of things. And so it's like, well, I've been teaching and preaching and guiding my clients along this journey to diversify and to try and find another way to find leads and to make business or do business. And it's kind of ironic because, well, I'm now locked out and I'm having to experience what some of my other clients have experienced in terms of not being able to use a platform or not having access, right? So it's forced me to think outside the box. It's forced me to confront this challenge of, well, I need to be making better videos. I need to be more dynamic. I need to be presenting a little bit more. I need to show up a little bit more. Because the reality is that advertising, yes, it's useful. Yes, it works. If your offer is good, you can make money, you can make a profit, you can generate sales, you can help people in a more dynamic, more impactful way. But it's also a smokescreen because the real skill in being able to influence people, make an impact on people. I'm saying a lot of people have got dreams and a lot of people have aspirations, but they have fears or they have things that are holding them back. And it's like, well, how can we ourselves become that, embody that character which our clients, in my case, my clients, have been trying to embody, have been trying to portray, have been trying to master. And it's not to say that I haven't made videos. You can look at my YouTube channel. There's like a couple of hundred videos on my channel, but I never really got into the storytelling pieces or the more personal stuff. Like in the past, I would never ever admit online that my Facebook account was locked, right? It's kind of a taboo. It's like, oh, what did you do wrong? It's one of those things where I'm not ashamed of it. It's maybe a mistake that was made on Facebook, and maybe it was something that I did. We're going through support, we're trying to get it unlocked. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, my business doesn't only rely on that, and it doesn't have to rely on that. There are other avenues to service my clients through advertising. It's no big deal. But the point is that it's made me confront, as I said, this fact that I need to develop my skills in presenting and talking and maybe writing a book, building my own products, putting myself out there a little bit more to attract the leads and attract the clients that I'm looking for. So that's the thing that's on my mind this week. And because of the community that I'm building, it's obviously much harder to drive traffic, right? It takes a little bit more effort, it takes a little bit more time, it takes a little bit more inspiration to make these videos, to get this going. Today is day 4 of me publishing videos, and I will say that the fact that I'm getting something done every day, the fact that there's this goal, there's this mission to every single day get this thing done, and doing it, actually consistently doing it, or 4 days is not consistent, but the point is that I at least am waking up with a sense of achievement and waking up with a sense of optimism where it's like, okay, what video am I going to make today? What do I want to talk about? Today is Friday. I'm posting this on a Friday. And so I thought, okay, let's just do a reflection for the week. And then another thing is, just to round it off, is, sometimes we have meetings with our clients. And in my case, we talk about a lot of things. We talk about some personal stuff. We talk about business in general. But I'm also very interested in my clients, not just from a marketing point of view, but also from a systems and an operations point of view. And one of my clients, actually, we just got off a call about an hour ago, where he actually complimented me and acknowledged me in the group call with the team, where he said that I gave him a really, really good idea to implement a system and to try to automate some things in the business, which are right now invisible to him because they're using manual processes. Now, that's important because you might be in a situation where you have a lot of general knowledge, or you might have a lot of business knowledge, you might have some experience in your own life, whatever the case may be. And sometimes our clients are paying us for just this part of what they need. And if you get involved a little bit more, if you're more empathetic and you ask good questions, and obviously if the client is receptive and you've built that trust, you've built that relationship with them, you can go outside of that box, outside of those lines, and you can expand your understanding of how the business works, how the client works, how the client thinks, and you can make suggestions, even if you're not getting paid for it, to help your clients out. Because one, that obviously builds and solidifies the trust that they have in you. But secondly, all of these things to help improve the business, to make the business better, to give the owner a sense of pride and also of more free time. In my case, I'm selling peace of mind. And so it's like, okay, how can we create services? How can we have conversations? How can we give advice that will give somebody on the other side peace of mind? A system, a process. We're selling the main thing, but then there's always a second thing. There's always another reason. So that was a video I did the other day, and it just solidified in today's call with my client how important that is. So I wanted to bring that up again in case you missed that first video, that short that I made the other day. Now I want to ask you, it's Friday. If you sat down and you reflected on your week, how has your week been? Has it overall been positive? Has it overall been negative? Has it been neutral? What were your wins? What were your reflections? What were your insights? What do you feel better off this week than you did last week? In my case, yes, I feel better. I'm back in therapy and getting some advice on some personal issues. I'm working well with my clients. I'm getting compliments from my clients. All the invoices are up to date and paid. There's good work going on. Job-wise, my work is going really, really well. And so I'm just feeling like I'm in a really, really good spot. I hope that for you. I wish that is the case for you too.